Welcome to Real Channel Automotive, a place to help you understand the world of automotive mobility. Please subscribe our channel for more updates. Genesis and its parent company, Hyundai, are transitioning well into the future of electric vehicles. Hyundai has sold over 73,000 EVs so far this year and plans to continue gaining EV market share. In fact, Hyundai wants to speed up its timeline to build EVs in the US to meet the surging demand for EVs and allow buyers to take advantage of the new EV tax credits. Meanwhile, Genesis will only launch EV models starting in 2025. Genesis also plans to reach carbon neutrality by 2035. To meet its climate goals, Genesis plans to roll out 8 EV models to reach 400,000 in annual sales. Starting with the GV60, an all-electric crossover, Genesis wants to redefine the luxury EV market. Buyers in the US started receiving the new Genesis GV60 EV in May, yet you will only be able to find it at select dealerships in California, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Genesis plans to launch the GV70 luxury performance SUV later this year. The EV SUV will be one of the first Hyundai Genesis models produced in the US at Hyundai's new Alabama manufacturing plant. In April, Genesis gave us a glimpse of the next generation of luxury vehicles with the exterior of the Genesis X Speedium Coupe concept. Then, in August, Genesis debuted the interior at the 2022 Monterey Car Week. At first glance, the Genesis X Speedium Coupe looks like a combination of a Porsche Panorama and a BMW i8, but looking closer, you can clearly see the signature Genesis design shining through. Standing out the most are the 2 light strips that run across the front grille, creating a design that looks like Genesis's signature front grille. The interior design incorporates Genesis' beauty of white space design inspired by minimalist Korean architecture. As a result, the simple design features stand out in a stylish way. Driving the vehicle, you are surrounded by the controls and display as the floating center console wraps around the driver's cockpit. The two-tone interior features a pine grove green driver's seat offset by Monterey gold all around. The gold is inspired by the northern coast of California, representing the golden sand. You'll feel like you're driving a vintage sports car when you're inside the Genesis X Speedium Coupe thanks to the quilted leather seats and door trim.
My name is Sang-Hyuk Lee, head of Genesis Design. Today, I'd love to talk about our latest, greatest concept car, Genesis X Speedium Coupe. This car really shows what Genesis design is about. What is so interesting about this car is actually a very new typology we call as coupe, but it's stretch coupe. So it has enough space in the back, like a GT for the long driving. This is actually a perfect typology of the vehicle. In the rear, as a result of the low parabolic line that gradually dropped down, we're able to make the fender really wide. So it has a lot of coke bottle, yet from the side view, it's so simple, clean line all around the vehicle. Two-line architecture is a very important signature for Genesis because it's a light signature. So you can see not only during the daytime, but also the nighttime as well. So it is a truly distinctive signature. This is probably the view you see X Speedium in the most beautiful way, with showing the perfect balance of athleticism and elegance together. So all the lines on the shoulder and the hip is really nicely executed, very simple, and it got negative concave surface to really adding more structure to the vehicle. It's an elliptical concave is one of the grand character what we're trying to achieve in other cars as well. Beautiful car always starts with beautiful proportion. And this is actually a perfect example of what beautiful proportion is about. It has a really short tonal wing, a lot of dash deck, so very simple clean body all the way to the rear end with a 22-inch wheel makes the car very, very strong. And also the combination with the roofline and the body, it's just like great harmony, isn't it? To make the car athletic yet elegant. It's all about reductive design. So we want to reduce one until most puristic shape that we got until. So as you see the front hood, There's no shout line. It's really beautiful clamshell hood that ends with a headlamp. So there's a literally no shout line you can find in the vehicle. This interior really shows what Genesis' vision of the interior is about. Beauty of white space, simple puristic approach. It's actually homogeneous outside, inside together. Very simple, minimum design. Door is just like a nice panel with a leather stitched G matrix with a floating armrest. It's just beautiful. And obviously, when you sit in the car, this wraparound cockpit that gives you a sense of secure feeling while you're driving. What makes this interior so special is a special sound system. We collaborated with Metal Sound, Mr. Gugi Liu, sound master. What we did over here is 16 speakers inside of the vehicle, and you see the 3 tweeters on the front, 2 tweeters in the back, 2 woofers on the lower side, and 1 woofer in the back, and 6 mid-range speakers around the vehicle. And as you see the architecture of the sound, we have a speakers all moving towards to the front to create perfect staging sound. The staging sound that will give you a really great experience, just like when you're in an opera house. Look at this sound system. Every detail, the metal touch. It's almost like a master craftsmanship we put it on here together. What it makes to create an absolutely fantastic sound. So this is the car that has the timeless beauty, yet it has a super modern touch to it.